Hello my JD Knights and welcome to another video. I was trying to shoot this video yesterday, but unfortunately that didn't happen and I deleted some stuff off my phone, so we're going to see if I have the memory to do it tonight. I'd like to remind everybody that my writing is atrocious and some word I might have to pause to see what I write because sometimes I can't read my own writing and my daughter scribbled on it. And also that this video is not intended for an audience under the age of 18. So with that in mind, let's get started. About 5 years has passed since that dreadful day. By the way, sorry. This is Death Wolf book number 1, chapter 2. It's called The Next Generation. Sorry. Now let's get going. About 5 years have passed since that dreadful day. Vlad has become more feared than ever. But we will get back to that. Right now, we are turning our attention to a small little hut. Two boys are fighting over a toy. Twins, named Victor and Malcolm. These are the sons of Diego. Victor looked like his dad, messy jet black hair. Only he had ice, cold blue eyes, while Malcolm looked like his mom. Red hair, green eyes, and big round glasses. Give it back, Victor, it's mine. Nuh-uh, Malcolm, it's mine. And as the two boys are arguing and pulling on the toy, it snaps in half. And Victor looks angrily at his brother. You broke it, he screams and throws the broke half at Malcolm, hitting him in the head, and Malcolm starts crying. That hurt, Malcolm screams. So what, Victor? So what, Victor says. Stop being a crybaby. Hey, what's going on in here? Just then, a beautiful woman with fiery red hair walked in, and green eyes walks in. Will you boys be quiet? You'll wake your brother up. Sorry, Mom, the boys say. Hey, Mom. We're on page 2 now, just so you know. When's Dad coming home? Victor asked. I don't know, dear. Sometime soon. Him and his brothers are in the middle of something very important. Oh, okay. Well, I'll just go see if he's done. Just then, Victor jumps up and runs out the door. And you hear his mother scream, Victor, don't come back. You'll get in trouble. But it was too late. He was out of earshot. Meanwhile, at Vlad's castle, the men was in talking about their peace treaty with the Turkish. I say, we go to war, Radu says. Radu, you always want to go to war, laughed Diego. Let's re-sign the treaty, Diego said. And you always want peace, laughed Radu. Okay, I've heard enough of this nonsense, snarled Vlad. Here's what we'll do. Yes, we'll go to Turkey and talk about a new treaty. And if it don't work, we will prepare for war. Just then, Victor smashes through the castle doors. Hey guys, what's up? Dad, when are you coming home? What's the meaning of this? How dare you come in here and interrupt something so important, yelled Vlad. Oh, Uncle Vlad, you're so silly. What? Vlad shouted. How dare you come in my home and insult me? As he stands up, he grabs a whip. I'll teach you some respect. Vlad raised his arm with a quick snap and a loud crack. The whip goes flying at Victor's face. Just then, Diego jumps in front of it, gets the whip to wrap around his arm, and yanks it from Vlad's hand, and says, if you have to punish someone, punish me, but leave my son alone. Vlad stares at Diego for a minute, then smiled and said, "You know, anyone else I would have killed for that. But since you are my brother, I'll let it slip. Now, take your son home and get some rest. Tomorrow we leave for Turkey." "Yes, sir. Thank you, Vlad." "Yes, sir. Thank you." Vlad steps forward and looks at Victor and says, "We are not gonna let this happen again, are we?" "No, sir," replies Victor. "That's a good boy. Now you can leave." As they leave and walk home, they have a long talk about how he acted. When they got home, it was late, and Diego made Victor go to bed. Just then he looks up and sees his wife. Victoria. "Victoria," he says, smiling, walks up and kisses her passionately. And she replies, "You keep that up and we'll be working on our fourth kid." Diego smiles and says, "I can't tonight. I gotta get up early and leave to Turkey." "How long will you be gone?" she asks. "As long as it takes," he says. "Oh, okay. Then good night. I love you." "Night." "Night, honey. I love you too." The next morning, Diego got up, got dressed, and started walking down the road to Turkey. Catches up with his brothers. And that was Death Wolf, Book 1, Chapter 2. Leave this video a like, comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will try to do Chapter 3 sometime next week. I ain't making any promises. Like I said, I'm trying to see how well these videos do. If you want me to do something different, I will do something different. I've got more than one story. I've got this one, I've got short stories, I've got a Western, that one's in the works. Let's put it that way. I've got different things that I can do. Leave a comment on what you want to see or hear or like, whatever, and I'll do what I can. But until then, my Jadianites, a good night, a good vibes, and God bless, and peace.